Okay, this park looks like a Boondocker's walking park, but it's really not. It's a little park. They got some camping tents over there. They got back-end trailers, and they got 1, 2, 3, 4, or 6. There's the backup campers. And this is their 6th-year anniversary of the park. They opened up, they're slowly working, and we're having a get-together for all the RVers in this area. They're sitting over there. Let me see if I can zoom in out a little bit. There you go. They're all sitting there, and we're eating supper. The owners furnished everything. We didn't have to bring anything other than what we had to drink. Okay. So they got some gravel to put in. It's all gravel sites, and it's packed pretty good. I think that's where they live at. And they got a small laundry room, showers, restrooms. I mean, for a small park, they got a little bit of everything. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. I would recommend this park better than any of them we've seen so far. Now, we've been to some pretty good parks, but people friendly. They really care for it, and they care for everybody. There's some windmills, and it's off I40, but it's on Route 66. And that's where all the cars back there that you see, that's Route 66. And you're hearing some crickets. And like I said, it's at 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Oh. And 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, let's see. That's storm shelter in case we had a tornado. This is kind of tornado alley. There you go. You can read it all. And there's the RV sites. Okay. They're talking and everything. Some people might not want to be in it, but I was told by the owner I can take a picture, and that's a get together. And they got cakes, they got food. I think her name is Karen and Danny or Donnie. Pretty close. I'm bad with names. So that's it. A couple of those people stay here year round. Yeah, everybody's here traveling. We're going to stay a night. I don't know, might stay too. We'll see what happens. Okay, we'll stop right here, and I'll come back and talk to the owners a little bit and hear their story.
Okay, we've got Carol and Danny here today, and they're going to give us a little bit about the place and how it got started. And I did hear that it was a family farm at one time.
Yes.
So how did you get started, and how did you guys decide that you're going to do this?
Okay, so my brothers and I all owned it together, so there's 4 brothers and me, so 5 people owning it together. We knew that wasn't going to work, because 5 people owning something together means nobody wants to put all their money in, because they know that they're going to co-own it with other people. So I and Danny held out until we decided to split the land up, and all my brothers got their share, but other places like other land, and then we got this. And I've been holding out for it for a while. I was kind of stubborn, I will admit that. And then once we got it, even before we got it actually, we started cleaning it up. It was just a big field of just tall grass, junk everywhere, because my dad was a saver. He saved everything. He would put things by tree trunks so he could come back and find it later. So anyhow, so we cleaned it all up, and then we thought, what can we put here? And we thought, well, Route 66. Danny came up with the idea of putting an RV park here. So Danny won the prize for the best idea, and then we started one at a time, clearing these the spaces, the slips, and then putting gravel. Well, first we put down plastic, and then we put gravel so we wouldn't have the weeds and stuff growing up. But we had an old orange tractor. It was not this color orange. It was an ugly orange, really bad. It barely ran. It didn't always do what we wanted it to. But we got on the tractor. We made the thing happen. We had a little help getting the land level, and one of his brothers works on the land for us. So that was how we decided. 66. You can't do anything that doesn't involve cars or RVs or trucks, right? So that's how we got it started. And ever since then, everything has been beautiful.
So how long have you been at the RV park?
We opened in on June 30th, 2019, so just celebrated our 6th year. Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you for inviting us to your party last night.
That was fun.
Really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, only the best for our guests, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We found you by accident. We've gone by this place so many times and never stopped.
Oh, wow.
When we go to back east, it's I40 straight down.
Right.
If somebody dies, I'm coming back again.
We're stopping.
No,
Yes.
we've been going for what, last 3-4 years?
Yeah.
Funerals. That's the first time. I missed my other brother's funeral.
Oh.
He just died, and they buried him, and we had doctor's appointments.
Oh.
And we were taking tests, and I couldn't leave.
Right.
We got on a Friday, we were burying on Monday, and I said, ain't no way I can make it with the motorhome, and I ain't going to drive with the car either.
No.
Well, I didn't more doctors. 3 or 4 months.
I know
for
exactly,
doctors.
waiting for them, I know.
So, we like our appointments before we even leave the doctor's office, once we see him.
Right.
So, I didn't go there, but then I went to see my sister, and then when we were coming back, then we seen it. Actually, we drove right by here.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
So do you have any permits in here, or they're all RV turnarounds?
Well,
one stop shops.
Well, okay, so we have some semi-permanents we call. People come here when they're working in the area. And so, like the wind generators, what people call windmills, are here in the area. The fiber optics and farming. Sometimes we get some farming people that come in and work.
Pipeline people.
Pipeline inspectors.
Yeah, just a little bit of everything. I mean, you name it, and whatever's around this area. It's we wind up getting a few people for a little while, and when their job's complete, then they move on to the next one.
Then you have monthly rates, weekly rates?
We do.
We do have, we do. Yep. And we give a pretty good discount for the people that come in, and if they want a week, we have a good weekly discount, and if they want monthly, it's even a better discount.
Right.
Yeah, we just go a little bit on that, and we give normal discounts for the regular traveling people.
We do.
And we really not part of a Good Sam's. We never have been. But we do give a Good Sam's discount to people. When we first started, we did like Passport America, we did Boondockers Welcome, we did Harvest Host, but we got so busy that we got to where we wasn't honoring that near as much, and now we have cut it completely out.
Right.
Because we just stay so busy.
Correct. We didn't have room for the normal people traveling.
Right.
Because we were so busy giving the discounted people, which that was fine at the time. We did want our name out there.
Yeah.
We wanted to spread the word because it is a little bit off the beaten path.
Yeah. It's really not that bad off the path, to be honest with you.
It's 0.2 of a mile from I40.
Okay, what's the exit?
It's exit 101 near Hinton, Hinton, Oklahoma.
Off 101, exit 101 on US 40.
Yep.
In Oklahoma.
Yes, exactly.
That's more simpler than...
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to try going east or west.
No,
It's-
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Both ways.
matter, one-on-one. So
Yeah.
and it's easy to find.
Yep. And if you're traveling Route 66, though, you need to know it's near Hinton, because there's really no markers on the 66 anymore, sadly.
Well, the road's not that great either
It's
anymore.
not. You know what's bad about it is there's a state agreement that 66 will be repaired with cement, but the state doesn't monitor it, so there's a lot of places where there's asphalt. And you know what they do with asphalt? Pile it up and hope it settles. It doesn't settle, so there's a lot of bumps. So we do recommend getting off at 101 because it is bumpy more towards the east. The west. It is bumpier. And bumpy in an RV is different than bumpy in a car, right?
Well, it's also hard because when we were coming down 35 and we want to take 66,
Right.
we like the scenic routes.
Right.
And it was hard to try to find 66.
Yeah.
And I've seen the signs because I've traveled this too many times.
Right.
Yeah, they've removed a lot of the old Route 66 signs, and we actually have a really good guy, Reese Martin. Reese Martin, which is the head guy on the Route 66 Association, and he's doing amazing work getting stuff done, getting stuff repaired. They're coming up with a lot of grants for people that's like us, that's been, rebuilding on Route 66.
Right.
And they're willing to help.
They are.
So
Great.
they're doing a wonderful job in the state of Oklahoma.
And this is our 99th year for Route 66 to be open in Oklahoma. So next year's the centennial. We're looking forward to that. And we've had guests from all over the world, actually. We've had walking people, hiking people, biking people, bicycles and motorcycles. We've had people pushing stroller-looking things, dragging wagons. We've had 2 guys from Australia that were skateboarding across America on Route 66. I thought that was phenomenal.
There's a lot of RVers out there that they want to see something different, and they're from the east.
True.
And some of them don't even know about Route 66.
Right.
Or all they know is I40 straight across to Kingman, or California, or stop down in Portside.
Correct. Yeah.
Arizona is also doing the same thing. They're going to redo 66.
Yep.
There's a lot of it. It's been redone, and it's a better road than this. But it looks like it, but it's a lot better road in certain places in Arizona. But a lot of it through the reservations, they're not. And they're working with every state to make it as a scenic route like it used to be.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely.
You go to Illinois, all of a sudden 66 turns to 55.
Okay.
And actually what it is, it's
Freeway.
like a frontage road. 66 actually is a frontage road.
Correct. And we do use that here too. It is a frontage road basically. But we have in Oklahoma the most drivable miles of Route 66 in any state.
We've got a little over 400 miles that you can still travel in the state of Oklahoma.
You just have to slow down sometimes for bumps. But
Well,
that's
Arizona
normal.
goes in and out.
Right.
You go in 66, get in, you hit 44, then 40, then go back to 66.
Right,
and
right.
Zigzags through there.
And there's a guy named Jerry McClanahan who wrote a book, and it is an excellent resource. And it's called The Easy Guide to Route 66, and it is the most phenomenal. And I point it out to people all the time because they want to stay on the route, but they can't always follow the directions on the highway because it's not always well marked. But his book is excellent. And
Not only that, GPS doesn't even.
Oh, absolutely. You're right. Absolutely.
Well, when we're coming down 35, I've seen what it says 4466.
Correct. Yeah.
And then it didn't have anything on it, but then I seen another sign that said 4466, and it's a toll road.
Right. And what does that mean? It's either one or the other.
SH66.
Sounds
Yeah.
to me like
It's just
one
a regular
section.
road.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not Route 66.
It's parallel to Route 66 possibly, but it's not the real road, right? That's
Right.
what
We
I
don't
find.
know.
Yeah.
You didn't take it.
It's hard to tell. And would you imagine that the people from foreign countries like Holland, Australia, England, we have people from all over the country. I mean, all over the world. And they come here and guess what? They're looking at those signs going, we don't know what to do now. So that would be a real big puzzle for them, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, Route 66 is known all over the world.
Correct.
And people want Route 66, and that's why New Mexico and Arizona, now you say Oklahoma is doing it too. And I think I seen a man do a video in St. Louis, outside St. Louis, but he could only go so far, and there was a bridge and he had to stop. And then he had to swing around for so long to do it because they're talking, everybody keeps wants Route 66. Oh, I'm losing my voice again. Route 66.
Yeah.
So what are your hours here? Do you have specific hours? I know family is important and you have to take time out for yourself and your family. What are your hours here and what's your check-in times? Because sometimes check-in is at 3 o'clock, sometimes at 4 o'clock, and the checkout times are usually, we had a checkout time the other day of 5 o'clock at night.
Oh wow, that was probably a state park, was it?
No, the casino.
Really?
When you check in, that's when you check out.
Oh my gosh. Well, our hours are 2 to 6 daily for the office, and then 8 to 9 a.m. daily for check-outs, basically. If people want to buy ice, t-shirts, whatever, to get on the road again, it's 8 to 9 a.m. But in the afternoon, we start check-in at 2 p.m. and go to 6 p.m. However, we take calls all hours of the day and night, 24/7. We are available. So the phone number that you see on our office, on the website, on campspot.com, anywhere you see it, Google, especially Google.
Yeah, you have to get on Google because, like I said, the guy in Illinois said, "No, we're on Facebook." I said, "That's for personal stuff. People don't look at." I said,
"Correct.
We've been all over the United States. The first thing that comes up says Google it."
Yeah, it's not for. Facebook is more. Yeah, you're right.
I don't know if they charge anymore or not. They were talking about start charging.
No, they don't.
Google was.
Yeah.
Everybody's out for money.
Oh.
Any way they can make money.
Okay, you can, because if you advertise, you do pay, but you can Google anything anytime. And we are really high rated, so if you get on Google, you'll find us 4.9 to 5, no matter what. People give us high marks because ease of access, you can pull right in off Route 66, pull right into your slip here if it's a pull through. If you back in, we have very generous slips. We built them really wide and really long for a reason, because we knew, I've tried to back a vehicle in some of these and it's like, I don't even know, like I've got so much room behind me, I don't even know where to stop. I have to have somebody help me. So it's beautiful. I mean, Danny and I decided we were going to make it as good as we could, and we spent the extra money to do it, and now it's paying off because everybody's really happy.
You have people living here year round, or?
Yeah, just the not really year round, but the workers. Just like earlier I said, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. I mean, we did have an electrician who lived here for 2.5 years, but he was helping us with the park.
Because, was it 3 or 4 years ago, we came by here, and every place we stopped, and that was in, what, February or March? Where nobody had their water, you couldn't get no water.
Oh, no, we stay open year round.
Anything else, unless you actually went to a regular RV park or a mobile home park, and they happen to have it, you couldn't do any dumping. Actually, we just needed water. That's what we ran out, because we drain everything before we leave.
Right.
And then we carry so much water in case we have to go to the restroom or something, or to the next campground. It's halfway full. People say, "Oh no, don't carry that. 8 pounds to a gallon." You know, you got to have water.
Yeah.
We're from Arizona, so you don't go nowhere without water.
Right.
Well, you never know what's going to happen down the road.
That's
I mean,
true.
you could have a breakdown or anything. If you don't have water or whatever, then you're kind of a sitting duck on the side of the road somewhere, you know. So we always carry water in ours. I mean, it's a good thing. We can pull off the side of the road or rest area or whatever, and you know, we need to use the restroom or whatever, then we have a way we can flush everything, and we it does add a little bit of weight, but hey, better than doing without.
Well, see, in northern Arizona, they did the same thing, unless you would go like KOA or some places like that. I hate to mention their name. That's free publicity for them.
Yeah.
And that's the way we do it.
We don't advertise for anyone.
Right.
If we see something we like, we do a video on it, and it's on us.
Right.
We don't ask you to pay us or us pay you to answer any questions or do a video or whatever.
Right.
If what you see on our videos is what you get.
Right.
We don't ask anyone to pay to see our videos.
Right. Okay. Yeah. It's informational.
If we said, okay,
information, education.
we're going to promote you, then we have to deal with YouTube. And so we just do it because we want to show what's out there, because there's people, elderly people, that cannot get out there to see what there is
I see. You're kind of giving a broad spectrum tour. Oh, with turkey and all kinds of...
Okay.
Are we on?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you want to see the place before, when it was in the 1950s?
That's a place, you might want to speak a little bit louder.
This is when the place was the heyday of Route 66. And this was called the Harvey House, not because it was connected to the Harvey House, the famous ones with the girls that dressed all the same, the Harvey House girls. This was the Harvey House because the guy who owned the place was named Mr. Harvey. And it just so happened it kind of worked out for him to say Harvey House, right?
Right.
So there was a cafe, the filling station. You can see the old cars in the forefront. That's my father right there. And then it was a Texaco station. There was a bus stop, and there was a nice cafe inside. When I was young, my brothers and I played in the dirt under the floor of the cafe because it was no longer in existence because I40 took over, and it made everything close on Route 66 virtually. And so this is what it did look like. But at some point, my parents thought, we should tear this down. I do not understand why, but they did. Pushed it into a hole, sadly. I want to show you one more picture, and it is of the Harvey House in a different view, but out here to the, what would that be, the right side of the picture. That is the motor court. The corner of the motor court was out there. We had 6 cabins, and they had like a kitchenette, a bathroom, a bedroom, and then a dining area and living area. So it was really cool. And we actually lived in those cabins for a while when I was a kid. We also rented them out. I remember one guy, he was a guitarist, and he rented one, number 3. It was actually, I remember the day. And he would play the guitar at night, and me and my brother would sneak down there and sit outside and listen. We didn't know we were invited, because kids, you know, we're supposed to be quiet back then. But he would play his guitar, and we would sit outside and listen. And I don't know, he might have been famous. Who knows who he was, but anyhow, there's the pumps out in front. There's the telephone poles like they used to. Oh, there, that might be it right there. But anyhow, that's the story of what used to be there, what we wish was still there. But, you know, sometimes things change, and we don't always like it. So, that's what was here before.
Well, we've got pictures. We took pictures this morning of the area. We're going to show those.
Okay.
And we want to thank you for talking to us. We want to thank you for being such a great host, and thank you for inviting us last night.
You're welcome. It was fun. 6 years, 6 great years. And Super Danny.
Another thing that I liked about it was when I called, the phone was picked up automatically.
Correct.
There's places we've called and nobody answers the phone.
Right.
Right.
Later.
Mhm.
And we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because you never know what might happen. We've already been in 4 storms,
Correct.
and we need to get off the road
Right.
with a big motorhome or RV or whatever,
Mhm.
and nobody answers the phone, then you're sitting there trying to find some place to go
Absolutely.
to get out of the weather.
That's right. We try to get it before the 4th ring. Sometimes it goes to the 4th ring because we're trying to get the phone out of our pocket. Danny carries the phone more than I do, but on the days we mow, I carry the phone. I have this little cute bag I put it in because it's easier to get to than my pocket. But definitely, yeah, we think it's very important because you're making a decision based on the phone call that is answered, not the phone call that's not answered, right?
Right.
Yeah. I didn't zoom
have
in.
to-
Back in. There you go.
Okay.
We have to make, because a lot of times we need to know where we can go to the next spot,
Yes.
and you're in a storm,
Right.
and you're driving
Mhm.
an 8,000-pound rig
Right.
or more.
Mhm.
You gotta park it somewhere.
Correct. Yeah, and you got to know you can get in and out, and you've got to know it's a safe place, and you've got to
Right.
know you can pull in anytime, day or night, really.
We've come across a lot of big truckers,
Go ahead, talk.
trailers,
Uh-huh.
flipped over on the side of the road.
I know. I see that too. It's scary. I come home from work, and there they are. They're going like this, and I'm like, wow.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so I can only imagine. Well, when you're in an RV, you have everything you own in there sometimes. So.
Well, yeah,
Yep.
pretty much,
Mhm. Yep.
pretty much. But
So-
no, we thank you very, very much. We
You're welcome.
greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Next time we come by, we're stopping.
All right.
Hey, hello.
Yeah.
We appreciate every guest that we get. We try to communicate with most of them. We do get one every now and then that, you know, they pull in, they don't want to talk to nobody, they just want to hook up, go to bed,
Correct.
which I understand. They've had a long day, but we personally like to talk to as many of our guests as we possibly can.
We appreciate it very much.
Mhm.
And
Might be pulling in here in a car.
well,
Right.
we have that also. We have
Right.
people pull in a car and
Yep.
they just pull in and sleep in their car, but it's a safe place that they can do that.
Yeah, and we did.
So-
We don't know if we invented it particularly, but we definitely know we're different because it's called safe parking, and you can literally get off the road, have access to bathrooms and showers, and a cool place or a warm place if you have to get out of your car and get inside to thaw out if it's winter or to get cool if it's summer. And you can park in our number 20. Site 20 is one of those parking spaces, and then we have number 1T that's more for tenting because it's got a big grassy area, but we can let people park there. We can let people park in number 4, number 5. 18's close to the restrooms because they're inside the office. Everybody who's a guest here has access, full access to every service we offer, all night, all day.
That is good.
Yep.
The only thing, a lot of it is people asking the length,
Oh yes.
Mhm.
what they can pull in or they cannot pull in.
Okay, 80 feet on the pull-throughs for sure. What are the back ends?
Every site we have, 19 sites, will accommodate almost anything on the road today.
Correct.
Okay. And the other thing is, the people ask, do you allow or have a separate water and dump?
We do.
Because the reason I'm asking, because a lot of people
Oh, they just want to do this dump and
either
go.
they forget,
Mm-hmm.
to take care
Yeah.
of wherever they were at.
Exactly.
And then all of a sudden, you got to
Yeah.
back up and everything.
Right. No, we do.
And that's what a lot of people ask, because
Yep.
it's hard to find, like I said.
Yeah.
We were a big gas station in Albuquerque. We
Yep.
stopped 1 year.
Mhm.
But we needed water for the toilet.
Right.
You know,
No.
we didn't need a lot of water.
Yeah.
She said, no, we ain't got no water.
We have
started off for the winter time.
we have just water only down here in the middle of the park. We have a dump station and water down at the other end of the park on the way out, the exit. Yeah, we have it all.
People that just want to just call in and say, hey, we just need to dump and fill up with water.
Yep.
We let them come in, dump and fill up at no charge.
Yep. That's right.
That's hard
That's
to
more
find.
generous.
Mhm.
Yep.
Because most places we ever seen was 25 and up.
Ugh,
Yeah.
No.
It was like we were in one place and I called them because we were traveling. We weren't really planning to stop, but
Mhm.
and it was kind of afternoon, and we called it up. I said, "Well, was it $25 or $35?
Mm.
Yeah. We ended up
You'll
staying
go
the night.
Valentine's Day.
Oh well, you might as well if you're going to pay that much, right?
We stayed the night.
$10 more, you can spend the night."
Correct.
Correct.
So we we said, "Heck, we're spending the night." I went out and talked to her because he had just had meat surgery,
Mhm.
and I said, "What do you want to do?" I said, "$30-something a night and $20-something to dump
Oh
and
my
water."
gosh.
And she goes, "We're staying the night."
Yeah,
I said,
no
"Okay,
kidding.
when I get time, we're staying the night."
And you know who that works for really well? Are the people from across the ocean that come over and they rent one of those boxy type RVs rental RVs, and they don't know exactly what they're really getting into. They're not experienced RVers, and sometimes I'm not either. Sometimes I have to learn something new every day, but they don't realize that they need to dump before they leave, fill up before they leave, or fill up when they get there so that they can have some water during the day if they have to stop somewhere. So that has been our big learning experiences. Who will benefit from this stuff?
I drop it in and keep on going.
Righto.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a church down there in Yuma. It's really California border,
Mhm.
but everybody calls it Yuma because ain't nothing just like here. Nothing but farms.
Correct.
All your vegetable farms,
Right.
lettuce, tomatoes, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And guys started years ago,
Mhm.
and now they got like a church, no denomination. Just go in there and do whatever you got to do. And they got a postal service, which helps everybody because it's usually about 300,000 to 1 million people down there.
Wow.
It's a big, wide area, and
Hmm.
I mean it's boondocking. Nothing.
Oh,
They do have
wow.
the dump, and they do have water.
Wow, that's amazing.
And the water over there, if you go in Arizona, New Mexico, whatever, you better have a filter on it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They're real hot water.
Yeah.
I try to tell people, if you don't notice it drinking, you will notice it when you have to replace your faucet.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just got it, and you just go in there and then you just give a donation,
Uh-huh.
and you can get letters, packages. We get our medicine down there, and then we mail it out. That's why I was asking about
Oh yeah.
that.
Yep.
Because a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the UPS guy we're friends with. There's another one. Who else comes here? A lot.
Our mail lady, our regular
Our mail lady, yeah, we know her by first name. But there's the brown truck, the red, white, and blue truck, and the mail lady.
Better.
Yeah, FedEx.
FedEx truck.
So they all come here. They all know us well. We're right on Route 66. You can't miss us. We're out in the middle of nowhere, but it's the middle of everywhere to us. And we're on your way, no matter where you are.
Oh, it's
Well,
in our stop.
definitely when we go by, we're going to stop.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And there's restaurants all around that are unique because they are considered icons of the community. There's one that way, there's one that way, and there's a whole bunch that way, but, you know, it's fun. We definitely partake in those restaurants because we want people to know we eat this food too. We recommend only the best, and we have a lot of fun. And also, if you're broke down on the road near us, we try to make it easier for you to get here. We'll call help get you here. Not everybody does that either, so we've had recent experiences with people broken down, people traveling alone. A lady fell here the other, like a couple months ago. She fell, just accidentally fell, and she had to go to the hospital, and we kept her dogs for her while she was gone because 2 big old dogs, what are you going to do with them? You can't leave them in an RV all day. So her son flew in.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Okay.
Do you have or a dog park?
We don't yet. We hired somebody to do it and they didn't come through for us, but actually what it works out better actually is not having a dog park is sometimes a positive thing, because every owner, they don't just go to the dog park and let their dogs run around. They actually accompany their dogs, and there's a lot of places to walk around this area because it is rural. There's a road that way, a road that way, a road that way. We have a big field down here that you can walk your dog in, and we welcome cats too, but we just hear more about dogs because cats typically stay inside.
The thing is, the only reason I'm asking, because a lot of travelers have dogs, especially little dogs.
Yep.
And they like to take them off the leash.
Right.
So they can have a little play area and put them out like on a leash.
Yep.
I don't know if you have the rules, but most of the parks that we've been to, they say dogs other than park have to be on a leash.
Oh yeah, we do.
Strictly enforced.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yep.
Definitely. We don't want any trouble. We don't want any dogs hurt. We don't want any people hurt.
Well, you know, you get a little dog and somebody comes in with a RV like we are, and I got a blind spot before I even be outside between the dash and the windshield. Everything is a blind spot for the next 5 feet.
Yep. Well, the more you give people to have freedom, sometimes the more they take. And so if, say we had a dog park and people let the dog out in the dog park and walked away, but somebody else came in and the dogs were there together, that would be bad.
They have a rules on that. That's where they you put a sign on the gate.
One dog.
I read it. We don't have no animals. We live with too many animals. And we just can't. You're lucky I ain't feeding the birds out here. That's my pet.
Are you St. Francis of the FCC, the guy who loves animals and feeds them and they land on his arms?
So much. Now it's time to pay back.
Oh, okay.
I had over 100 quail coming to the house at Phoenix. I had the property out there.
Yep.
I had rabbits, 5-toe rabbits out of the yin-yang.
Some of them he hand-fed.
We had Roadrunners coming up there.
Yeah.
And doves. Pigeons. Coyotes. Well, we had everything. Mountain lions. Wild javelina used to come in and drink water.
Oh,
I heard a noise one day, and I walked out there, and I didn't turn the porch light on. I said, what the heck is moving? I seen, I turned the porch light on, and here's Mama and Daddy and 4 big javelinas and 4 little ones. I just closed.
I know, right? I know. It happened at my house, too.
Yeah.
We had I went outside, I had a flashlight on my head, letting the dogs out, and there was a weird thing going on the porch. I'm like, uh-oh, the side we feed the cats on, it was like a more of a big animal versus a little, like a raccoon. They can be big, but this was like a bigger animal. I'm like, what is that? And I finally identified it was a porcupine. No thank you, I don't want to tangle. So I exited the area and let him exit.
Porcupines, they won't bother you unless you go by the thing.
Well, I was pretty dang close to him, and there was food between me and him, and I said, "You can have the food."
They're good anteaters. They eat all your ants, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, we love animals. I mean, but the reason we don't, well, not the reason, but one reason we don't feel like every time you need a dog park is people take advantage of the freedom. And they don't always become responsible for the freedom.
That's the way they are.